Welcome back to another video. It is Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we got some Michigan basketball here. We will be making Michigan football videos later, but we're going to be talking about Michigan basketball here and their new addition to the team, which is DeVante Jones, a transfer from Coastal Carolina from the Sun Belt Conference, Sun Belt Player of the Year. We're going to be covering him right now, so if you guys are new around here, I greatly appreciate it. If you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. Alright, so other than DeVante Jones, we will be talking about other things around Michigan basketball. We're going to be starting with him right now because he is the biggest news here. So Jones averaged, alright, so right away here, he only averaged 2.9 assists last season, 5.7 assists the year before. So as you can see, just like Mike Smith at Coastal Carolina, DeVante Jones was not a pass-first point guard. He was a score-first point guard, averaging 19.3 points per game on 13.2 shots per game, which will not happen here at Michigan, obviously. Now, the reason you probably won't be able to do that here at Michigan is because, obviously, you saw Mike Smith come here. He did not shoot the ball a lot, nearly as much as he did at Columbia, because there's just more players that can perform here at Michigan than on other than these smaller schools like Coastal Carolina and Columbia, because Hunter Dickinson led the Wolverines with 9.3 shots per game. So compared to the 13.2 shots per game that Jones was having at Coastal Carolina, Hunter Dickinson, the center that scored a lot here in Michigan, only shot 9.3 shots per game. So that 13.2 shots per game from DeVante Jones will not be happening here. And obviously, Juwan Howard and DeVante Jones both know that DeVante Jones is going to have to come in here kind of like a Mike Smith pretty much, and he's going to have to, adapt to the offense and pretty much make himself a pass-first point guard rather than a score-first point guard, which everybody should know. I mean, when you come here, there's more talent, and when you're playing point guard here for Juwan Howard, you're going to want to be a pass-first point guard, I feel like. Obviously, you can still shoot the ball, but we'll see how he does. I actually have not really looked much at his highlights, but I know he was the Sun Belt Player of the Year. So that is pretty much that on DeVante Jones. We're going to be looking at what I think Juwan Howard said on him. Excuse me, this is what DeVante Jones said about coming to Michigan. He said, "I can't wait to prove everybody wrong," he told NBC. He also said, "I know a lot of people still got doubts saying, oh, he can't play. He played in the Sun Belt. There's no way he can come onto the level of the Big Ten and produce like he was in the Sun Belt." And then he also went on to say, "I've been proving him wrong my whole life. Can't wait to do it again here at Michigan." So that's what DeVante Jones said about transferring here to Michigan. So very cool right there. Now, Juwan Howard also said that he's not a blow-by point guard. Instead, he, can score it from anywhere on the court, gets the foul line often, actually shot 85% on free throws, and so obviously he's not a blow-by point guard, which means he is pretty much a facilitator. Well, that's what he is going to be here at Michigan, is a facilitator, but obviously, instead of being a blow-by point guard, he's probably, got crossovers and everything, and he probably shoots the ball more on the court rather than like Mike Smith or Franz. Wagner actually does it good blowing by defenders, getting to the rim. So he can still get to the rim, but I feel like if he's not a blow by point guard, then he's gonna be shooting more like mid-range or pretty much like crossing over a defender and getting by them that way, because obviously he's not gonna be a blow-by-fast point guard like that here at Michigan. Alright, so that's pretty much that with DeVante Jones. Should be a great point guard here at Michigan, kind of like another Mike Smith. Will be huge because we did need pretty much an experienced point guard, because we did not have an experienced point guard now that Mike Smith is gone. Same with Johnny Brown. Obviously, he left, and actually Isaiah Livers obviously gone too, and Franz Wagner actually just announced, I'm pretty sure today, that he was going to enter the NBA draft and signed an agent, so that means he will not be coming back whatsoever because he did sign an agent. Once you sign an agent, you cannot come back and play for a college team. So Franz Wagner is a for sure out, and that pretty much means, obviously, you know, so Franz Wagner out and DeVante Jones in here. Probably will be starting DeVante Jones, but Franz Wagner, we're going to be talking about him a little bit here. Obviously, he had a tough game, last game of the season against UCLA in the Elite 8 of the NCAA tournament, and obviously he did not do well at all. I'm pretty sure he only had like 4 points, if that, and he just did not perform well at all. Meanwhile, you know, missing the last 3 shots, I'm pretty sure, for the win. So obviously he did not do good there. A lot of people were giving him crap and everything, but you gotta keep in mind he's a college player. College players, you know, they mess up. They're not perfect. They're just like NBA players. NBA players don't show up every single game unless, you know, they're really, really good, like an MJ or a GOAT or something like that, you know. So Franz Wagner, just a college player. Now he's going to be entering the NBA draft, and we'll see how he does. Best of luck to him. I don't know how he will perform in the NBA. I'm not really sure how, but I know his brother Mo Wagner, obviously. I feel like Mo Wagner did a lot better than Franz Wagner just because I just feel like he did better here at Michigan. Obviously, Franz Wagner did great here too, but Mo Wagner felt like he did better, probably just because that team went to the national championship. But, you know, Franz Wagner now entering the NBA draft, and we'll see how he does. He's just he was very inconsistent this year, and he just needs to really work on his 3-point shooting. He was just, you know, he was good at times, and then there's other times where he was just missing everything. So very inconsistent, but, you know, you just got to work on that, and hopefully he does well in the NBA. Alright, not to go off subject or anything, not really going off subject, but Michigan State, it's kind of bad news, so good news for Michigan fans. Michigan State's Imoni Bates actually decommitted from Michigan State. That was their big recruit they got, and he decommitted from Michigan State, so that is a huge loss for Michigan State, as now Imoni Bates is now gone, and that's not a good look there. So just wanted to mention that in this video, because why not? But yeah, Sparty really down bad right now, so but yeah, that's pretty much that, you guys. So that might pretty much wrap up today's video. I actually did just watch some of DeVante Jones highlights, and he looks really, really good. A bit slower, but obviously Juwan was right about that. He's not a blow-by point guard, so he's a bit slower in transition, but he definitely does finish and puts on some moves, and also can shoot. He doesn't have the best shooting for him, but he makes them. So, you know, either way, just find a way to make them, and that's pretty much what he does. So looking pretty good here. Obviously Michigan having the #1 recruiting class coming in. Also got Hunter Dickinson. I forgot to mention in this video. I totally forgot about it. I was definitely gonna make a video about it, but really never did. I totally forgot about it. Hunter Dickinson, I saw a video of him working on his 3-pointer, and he was making 3-pointers consistently in a row, and that can be very dangerous next year. Like you guys don't even understand. Like Hunter Dickinson, if he can start shooting the 3-pointer and attacking inside like he did last year. I mean, last year he was just all down low. They would just feed him down low. If he can play on the post, I mean, the defenders are just gonna have a tough time guarding him, because then if he can shoot the 3, they're gonna be forced to go up on him, and he'll just drive right past them. I mean, if he starts shooting the 3 consistently and really good, this big man could be a huge problem here for Michigan. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's video, guys. I greatly appreciate all the support I've been getting, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Probably gonna be making videos here today, tomorrow, and the next day, and then that might wrap it up for this week. I usually try to post 3 videos per week, at least 3 videos per week, so stay tuned, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.